Rivian versus Lucid Motors. You'll have a hard time choosing which one to buy. The world is quite sure that in 10 to 15 years, we won't have fuel-powered cars anymore. EVs are coming to get the market, and we have to admit that the age of gasoline engines is over, and many people will have to decide what to buy next. A couple of years ago, you could find Tesla, Nissan, and Chevy electric vehicles on the market, and today, the things are changing fast. New companies are born that are here to get traditional car producers to bankruptcy. Today, we're going to talk about Rivian and Lucid Motors. These two companies are based in the United States, the world's most prospective EV market, and they are most likely to be the first to present their new generation of electric vehicles in mass production soon. Yeah, they are both delayed with deliveries, but we believe that these companies are both worth your time. Just get to know a little bit more about them. Rivian and its two mind-blowing concepts. Rivian is the company which is heavily supported by huge American businesses. Today, Amazon and Ford are known to be the major investors of Rivian. Recently, they bought new sets of stocks for $2.5 billion, and this explains the positive trend for Rivian stock prices. We may understand Amazon when they invest money into new companies, but Ford works hard to produce their own electric truck, the F-150 Lightning, and at the same time supports the competitor on the market. Weird things are happening here. Rivian R1T is the electric truck which is going to be the fierce competition for the Tesla Cybertruck. The R1T is equipped with cutting-edge motors, a great battery pack, and cool autopilot options. The truck will have over 300 miles of range, go 0 to 60 in 3 seconds, 11,000 pounds of towing capacity, and 8 years of warranty, or 175,000 miles. The R1S will be basically the same car, but in an SUV body. The SUV will have trims with different range capabilities, and there will be a 7-seat trim. 14 inches of ground clearance and the capability of driving in 3 feet of water will make the R1S one of the most capable SUVs on the market. The body will be made of aluminum alloy. The low center of gravity will also contribute to a great driving experience. As you see, Rivian won't be the last company on the market. The R1T will start for $67,500 for the base model. The cheapest R1S trim will be available for $70,000. And we would say this is an average price for an SUV of that size. But with Rivian, you get advantages of owning one of the most technological electric vehicles ever made. Lucid. What can it offer? Lucid Motors is now concentrated on delivering the first mass-produced sedans called Air, and in this sphere, they are competitors to Tesla Model S. But the future plans cover many car body types, and so Rivian and Lucid Motors will be competitors soon. Lucid Air is a luxurious sedan which offers great specs and wonderful technologies on board. It starts with a 480 horsepower motor pack, showing 406 miles of range. If you are ready to pay much more, you can choose the 1080 horsepower version with over 500 miles of range. The car is now available for pre-order. They are assembling it in the Lucid Motors plant, but the first deliveries were delayed. Lucid Gravity is a much more interesting option for buyers. The car is now only a project, but it can become a mass-produced vehicle in 2023. We can only predict the specs, but we believe that the SUV will show at least 500 miles of range and will be much more economical than its competitors. The drawings published on the official website of Lucid Motors gives us hints on what the car will look like, and it's going to be very futuristic and beautiful. Hard to say which car looks at least partially the same. Is Rivian better than Lucid Motors? When you talk about the EV startup company, you may really hesitate whether it's going to produce some real cars. In this case, you better look at who owns and sponsors the company, and also look at the capitalization. For Lucid Motors, main funds come from Saudi Arabia, and yeah, these guys have quite a lot of money to boost technologies to the next level. Lucid Motors' capitalization on the stock market is now close to $56 billion, and that's huge, so the market believes in this company. Tesla capitalization is now 10 times bigger, but don't forget that Tesla has been working hard for more than a decade. Today, Rivian is said to have over $25 billion of capitalization, and that's also not so bad for a company that hasn't produced a single real car. Rivian mainly gets financed through stock sales, and we see huge American companies investing money into this startup. So, we also believe that now it has firm ground for quickly growing up and selling quite a lot of cars. The question is whether American buyers will love the Rivian R1T and Lucid Air. This will be a crucial point in understanding whether or not these companies have bright futures in the American and world markets.